all the way from sunny California to Atlanta, Georgia. I got the homegirl Sid.
Hey guys, super excited to be here with the one and only Big Ron.
Together, we're gonna do a workout with you, okay? Actually, I'm gonna do it following you. It's more of a powerlifting style workout, but it also translates into bodybuilding as well, with visuals. Today we're gonna be doing a lot of posterior.
Posterior chain work. You're like, what's posterior chain? It's your backside, your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, all of that. We're gonna make sure we have the framework and just the biggest part of the body. We're gonna hit those muscles.
Follow along with us, you guys. We'll give you some tips along the way. Let's get to it.
All right, so first movement we're going through is a lat pull down. A lat pull down, just to start off your back day, is just gonna get everything fired up, gonna get everything working, gonna get all the joints ready to work, and then this is also a movement you can really start to load up heavy, heavy, heavy.
So if you notice on Sid's grip, we have a very similar grip. No thumbs, simply meat hook onto the bar and pull down. This is great to make sure your engagement stays where you want it at, and it does not pull or incorporate those biceps. Today's back day, not bicep day. So I was super excited when Sid said we're doing dumbbell rows next. There's a variation that we both use. Instead of being in a very flat position, we'll be slightly inclined. We'll show it to you. Check this out. So Sid, I noticed on your dumbbell row, you do not use straps and you're not death gripping that bar.
No.
Why is that?
Being a powerlifter, strength and like grip strength is what I need to always be working on. So let's say my grip is giving out, I'm just gonna have to let it give out, or I'm just gonna have to keep working on it. So I'm never wanting to use a strap because I constantly need to be working on my grip. If I'm trying to deadlift 500 pounds, that's heavy. So I constantly need to be working on my grip strength because in competition, you can't use straps.
There it goes, makes sense to me. Now from a bodybuilding standpoint, not using a full-on grasp or using straps too often lets me to develop these forearms, because those are also being judged on stage. My set.
Yeah. As you guys can see with his row, it's almost like a little half circle. So he's not coming straight up and down. It's more at a half circle, so we can really get this part of the lat and you can start to really get that size. This is a motion that's really, really good because you want to make sure you get that full little arc, the little half circle every single time. Same thing is being carried over, that same like little half arc circle. Because if you do go straight up and straight down, you'll happen to get a lot of activation in your traps. And we're not trying to build traps right now. We're trying to build back, and we're really wanting to get that size and get that V-taper positioning. All right, Ron, next we have pull-ups.
Word up, word up. I can do pull-ups.
So can
you.
Yeah.
What about the clients who can't do pull-ups?
So something that I use with my clients for pull-ups is a little variation, but after all sets, I'll show you how to do it.
Cool, we'll show you guys how to do pull-ups.
All right, so that variation I talked about.
All right.
What we're gonna do is one, you're gonna need a bench, a box. You're gonna pull that under your pull-up bar. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump up slightly and we're gonna control our way down as slow as we can. So we're gonna be here, just a little jump, not a huge jump. You jump up, hold, and slowly come back down. Again, you jump up, hold if you can, slowly come down. Because if you can control that part when you're coming down, that's really when the gravity's working at its hardest. And you'll be able to eventually be like, oh, I can control all the way up and I can control all the way down. So that's a great tool that I use with my clients.
Sounds good. Putting the components together on how to do a pull-up is the first step towards it. All right, so you pretty much smoked our back so far.
We did what? 4 8, 12 sets of back
There's a whole
exercises.
lot of stuff going on, right? Now,
Our
staying
back
in
is
step
good.
with the whole posterior,
Yep,
we have hamstrings now.
we do.
What are you doing for hamstrings?
So for hamstrings, we're gonna superset RDLs with hamstring curls, and that's really just gonna toast that area, because I think with hamstrings, it's not even about how many exercises you do, it's about how much intensity you give to each movement.
Okay, good stuff then. So we're gonna do a superset, you guys. That means after one exercise, you go straight to the other one, back and forth. Let's get it.
Hamstrings are gonna be cooked, let's do it. I will say the number one thing I see when people do hamstring curls wrong is they let this happen.
Sorry, humping
Their
out.
whole midsection comes up. What you're wanting to do is press your body into the pad, and if you feel like you start coming up, that means you just need to
Drop the weight.
drop the weight.
Egomaniac.
Don't be an ego lifting over here.
So Sid, I noticed on your Romanian deadlifts, your RDLs, when you're just doing your workout, you don't come to a full lockout.
No.
It's just training those, right?
Just training.
But competition is full.
Full. Because in
Lockout.
competition, one, I'd probably use a barbell.
Okay.
And in competition, it's really not about how to feel the muscle, it's about getting the weight from point A to point B. So when I'm training, just for like overall body composition and like the aesthetic part of it, it's about slowing it down. It's about getting that mind-muscle connection. It's about really making those muscle fibers
Yeah.
have to fire
So in
every single rep.
powerlifting competition, it's about moving A to
It's
B.
moving A to
in
B.
the most efficient manner possible. When you're actually training that muscle though,
Yeah.
an inefficient movement, which is putting a lot of additional stress and
1000%.
tension on that muscle group is the
Exactly.
key. There it goes, you guys, from Sid herself. Interesting tidbit. I thought Sid did a whole lot of mean trap training, but Sid doesn't directly train her traps.
I really don't. So crazy thing is I started lifting when I was about 13, doing hang snatches, clean jerks, which is a lot of that overhead motion, and that was for the sake of performance, to run faster on the track. So now that I'm not doing that anymore, my development in my traps is over the moon, and my traps automatically will activate doing just about anything. So trap focused work is usually not in my programming.
Okay, well, like Lee Priest, the bodybuilder, says, your traps are on your back. And since today is posterior,
We're gonna
we're
get
here
it
traps
done.
today.
We're gonna do it.
Let's get it going.
We're gonna do it.
Let's get it going. Come here for a second, guys. I want you to see these traps at work here. Here we go. What is going on here? Traps.
They're activated.
Good work.
He's getting that really nice squeeze. Literally, this is the shoulder, this is the trap. Do you see that mountain? Like, the traps are working, working, working. Nice. Getting a good squeeze, being intentional about every single rep. Looking good, looking good. Nice.
I am Bigronjones
And Sid.
with practical advice for your real world goals.